Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Optimist Performance channel. And today we are going to be talking to you all about leadership, the fundamentals of leadership, what it means, the characteristics, who the great ones are, who the bad ones are, and hopefully a hell of a lot more. Leadership for me is centered around belief, trust, in a higher purpose, in a higher value. Like if I'm going to be led by someone or lead someone, I want to believe in them, trust in them, that they are going to serve my best interests, and or I'm going to serve theirs, whichever shoe the foot is on, foot the shoe is on. Sorry. So I want to believe in that message and those individuals. So that's absolutely imperative. Now, those are just words unless you give them some meaning. So day to day, I want to see that they're delivering against that promise to me of, we're in this together. I've got your best interests, you've got mine at heart. You're honest and upfront with me. You're transparent with me, so that when I'm good, when I'm bad, I know where I am. I know what we're doing, and so that we can ultimately flex and make amends for things. Right? If you don't tell me where I am or what we're doing well or what we're doing wrong, then it's not going to work, right? And then equally, that when we do achieve loads of success, we celebrate it, right? We celebrate it, we reward it. That doesn't need to necessarily mean it's always just money, but there is a way of us coming together as a collective to really celebrate our successes and build on them, because that's what life is all about. That's what leading's all about, working towards a common purpose, a common goal, and then when you hit it, celebrating that fact. Right? Too many of us just hit it and then move on to the next one, and then we spend hours criticizing when we get it wrong. So we're really good at investing loads of time in criticizing and focusing all the things we did badly, and we're really poor at investing loads of time in celebrating all the things when we get it right. Authenticity, honesty, transparency, trust. Right? I think if you can demonstrate those in terms of your behaviors on a day-to-day basis, then that's pretty, that stands you in good stead, because people fundamentally don't want to be lied to, right? They want to know where they stand, what's happening, and they want you to deliver against promises or things that are said. So I think if you can be an authentic leader that is true to his or her values, that is transparent in all the things that you do, so you hold your hand up when you make mistakes, you're equally honest and upfront with them around positive or negative feedback. Those are two characteristics that are absolutely vital. They in turn will build trust with people, because they believe in what you say. They believe that you tell the truth. They believe that what you promise you deliver against. In turn, that builds integrity, right? That builds solid foundations from which you can construct and build big teams, right? And ultimately have big success. I think it can, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's like everything in life. There are some people where it's just more their natural aptitude, and they enjoy it more, and they revel in that responsibility of making decisions and being led and whatever else like that. But it's not some, like, I don't, you don't pop out of your mother's womb and be like, oh, I'm a leader. Like, it doesn't work like that, right? Leading is, well, for me anyway, leading is not like, right, let's all just charge forward like this. It's about influencing people, educating people, encouraging people to deliver against their potential. It's that classic quote, but it's a really relevant one. Make sure that you're the least smartest person in the room, right? So surround yourself with brilliant people all the time that are better than you, so that they can obviously go and exceed their own potential, their own expectations, and deliver incredible value. Right. And at the moment, I see lots of leaders take on the responsibility of, they need to know everything and have all the answers to every question. And the honest answer is, you can never be that person. You'll never be the all-seeing eye of everything. So actually sort of have the humility and awareness about you to sort of recognize where your weak spots are, how you bring all those people in, so that ultimately the sum of all the parts is better than the individual. And I think that is a behavior that you can practice all the time. It just needs a level of humility and self-awareness of, understanding where you are on that spectrum. A classic adage of maximize your strengths, manage your weaknesses. I think the critical part is everyone's got an X factor. Everyone's got something that's their super strength, their superpower. Um, and actually, we spend a lot of our time probably ignoring that because we kind of take that for granted and working on everything that we're not very, very good at. So I think the job of a leader and as as somebody that is in charge of a small or large group of people is sort of how do you make sure that people are excelling at what they're really good at. And you can do that through a whole sort of plethora of toolkits and whatever else. So loads of people now do insights profiles, Myers-Briggs and whatever, strengths finders that allow you to sort of better understand who you are and what your sort of core strengths are, and how you like to interact with people and have conversations, etc., etc. So that's obviously a method of doing it. But I think really the only way you find out what people are brilliant at is to spend time with them, right? Spend time with them, ask the right questions, invest energy in really sort of trying to figure out what it is that this person is passionate about, what it is that this person's excellent at delivering, and then allowing them to play to those strengths. So providing a structure, a platform through which people can really deliver against their potential. I mean, that's the eternal question, right? I think realistically, you've got to make sure that your message is authentic, right? The things that you stand for, the mission statement of your team, your organization, whatever the objectives are, they need to be believable for starters, right? They need to be sort of tangible for people and really resonate with their inner purpose, right? If you can do that's how you're going to inspire and motivate people to follow you on the journey. I think first and foremost, make sure your message is inspiring, believable, authentic, and then as you go through that process, make sure that you are transparent and honest and upfront about progress within that and the roles and responsibilities that people have within the delivery of that, because there are going to be ups and downs, peaks and troughs with everything that people do. And I think the errors that some people make is they try and sort of paper over the cracks, and eventually you get found out. So I think if people are really, really inspired about something, then it resonates with them and their inner core, like their inner beliefs and everything else like that. So you need to spend time clearly articulating and refining what it is that you're about, your business, your team, whatever else, what the mission statement is, and then spend time really making sure that it resonates and lands well and is consistent with what they're trying to do. Right? You might be motivated by something completely different to me, but actually by us both working towards this end product, we achieve those goals and those aspirations, hopes, dreams, and whatever else via different means, if that makes sense. I don't think that the current shift and the COVID and whatever else, and the new forms of digital working are going to mean that leadership is necessarily going to change or become different. But I think the way it's delivered is going to be different, right? The mechanisms are going to be different, and there's actually an opportunity for that to be a rip-roaring success, because now society is more accepting of this medium of communication, doing it over a platform such as a Hangout or a Zoom or whatever else, and people are more accommodating to that. So actually, they trust it more. They trust this process more. They trust this sort of conversation more, and that, as a result, means that you can build long-term, trusting relationships. And so, I don't think leadership at its core and how you behave and the actual pillars and foundations of it will change, but I think that the mechanisms, there's just more methods, there are just more ways of doing that and building it.